What's up, guys? Another X2Y2 update. Today, of course, it is very red, it's bloody, it's sadness. We've already looked at the overall market. We've done a very detailed overview over what's happening in the crypto market itself. We did it in the previous video of today, where we ran over Bitcoin, Ethereum, the overall market, what's going on in the news. We looked at the NFT world, and I gave a little bit of my predictions and my game plan on what I'm doing right now. Now the market is in such a state. So if you want to know a little bit more about all of that, just go watch the previous video that I did today. I guess it's valuable for a lot of people. But in this video, we're just looking at X2Y2, of course. Yes, yesterday I did buy a little bit more. Of course, I couldn't have known that fucking Russia was gonna declare war to Ukraine or whatever the actual situation is that's going on there. So I bought in around here. We talked about it on the video. I did see a couple of comments where people were telling me that right after I bought in, the price dropped, which actually wasn't the case. CoinMarketCap is delayed, right? So if we look at this chart here of X2Y2, you would have been able to see the, I guess, real lifetime chart. Yesterday we bought in somewhere here. Still went down after that, obviously. No, wait, this is not correct. Wait, hold up, we gotta go back a little bit. We bought in here. So yes, it still went down a lot more after that. We got in around the 85 cent mark, but this drop here was done already. On CoinMarketCap, it just wasn't updated yet. So that drop, it's a little bit annoying to show for here. Maybe we can just zoom in a little bit. Here. So this, during the filming, it was still sitting around here on CoinMarketCap, right? Which is weird because I bought in somewhere around here, so it wasn't up to date. After that, suddenly it plummeted. Got some comments, oh man, it just dropped massively after you bought in. Well, yes, eventually it still did, but I did buy in after this, even though during filming it wasn't up to date yet. So it's a good indicator for sometimes you don't want to look at the CoinMarketCap, but you want to have a more up-to-date real-time chart. Nonetheless, we did drop after that, of course. We did drop another 20% after we did the video. So I did say, I think, that I would consider buying in again around the 60 cent mark if it would drop a little bit more. Right now, I won't. If it goes to 50 cents or less, then yes, maybe I will buy a little bit more. But as stated in my previous video, when I explained the whole market, I wouldn't buy in right now, just considering I don't really know what's happening in the market. And even if I would buy now, there's a high possibility that this just drops to like 30 cents or less, right? If not, then I'm just fine holding it for now until I'm a little bit more confident with what the market is going to do. Even if that's going to be around 70 cents, 80 cents. If I see a turnaround in the market, I would rather buy in a little bit more expensive again if I would consider buying in. So as an example, if I would buy in at 70 cents, yesterday we bought in at 85. If I would buy in at 70 cents, I would still buy in cheaper than what my previous buy-in was, even though it's going to be more expensive than it is now. But at least at the moment of buying, by then I will be a little bit more confident in what's actually happening in the market, rather than buying in right now where I see the possibility of this dropping to like 30 cents, 40 cents, 20 cents. We have no idea what's going to happen. If Bitcoin does drop to, I don't know, 20K, if Ethereum goes below 2K, if Ethereum goes to like 1.5 or less, or we don't know what's going to happen in the market right now. So I'm not gonna rush with decisions. Would that have been a better decision to buy in today than yesterday? Yes. Does it really matter? No, not that much. Is it? It's not. Yeah, it's annoying, I guess. Is it that big of a deal? Not really. Stuff like that happens, right? It would have definitely been a better deal if I bought in today. It would have saved me 20%. But at the same time, you can't really predict stuff like that. So why think about it, right? And it wasn't that much money. I bought in 2K, so it's not that big of a deal. Don't lose sleep over it, I guess, is the message there. Then X2Y2 itself definitely does have quite a lot of things going for itself. I think if we go to the Discord, I could have done that easier. But if we go to that Discord, I'm not sure whether there's going to be announcements there or not. Somebody is buying a Bugatti, I guess. Probably not actually, but if we go to the Discord of where is it? This is taking time, guys. Here we go. X2Y2. Then there's two announcements made here, and there's a couple of things going on Twitter. This was what we already talked about yesterday. Listing rewards round 7 is now live. 28,881 users rewarded with the top receiving over 1,000 tokens. We'll add valuation for rarity plus the listing price as soon as we get the rarity statistics ready. Listing rewards round 8 is out, which is for today. 26,000 users were rewarded. So you see a little bit less here. But a lot higher for the top player. So 1,473 for the top layer. Some progress on the marketplace. We'll see bulk buy very soon. So there's a little bit of an update going on there. I'm making a training program for anybody that wants to get into fitness. I can do your fitness schedules as well. But back to Twitter. There's quite some announcements here where we see movement, right? So where I wasn't really bullish on X2Y2 overall, I just was bullish on the rewards, right? The APR. Right now, there's actually movement. I'm like, hey, hold up. There's potential here, right? So still a little bit holding back, still careful. A lot of people ask me to do another video on LuxRare because they think that there's a lot more potential in LuxRare than there is in X2Y2. But I'm seeing a lot more updates and a lot more progress and movement in X2Y2 right now than I'm seeing with LuxRare. So why would LuxRare be a better option right now? Well, I'm not too sure whether that's true or not, especially considering the APR that's going on here. Is either one of them a good buy right now? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't, if I wasn't involved in it now, I wouldn't have jumped in at the moment. So if you're watching this video and you're not in it right now, for me, my personal opinion is I wouldn't jump in right now. I'm only in it and I'm rebuying in because I've already invested in it with doing these videos and we're checking the rewards and we're seeing what happens with the APR. I'm not going to take it out, but yeah, I wouldn't buy in right now. I definitely also wouldn't buy into LuxRare right now. We can build the market if asked. What if Bored Ape Yacht Club developed their own marketplace and metaverse and distribute a certain percent of land to Bored Ape, Mutant Ape or Kennel Club, certain percentage sold via auction and certain percent keep for future development. They'll release the Ape coin, which will be the currency for their metaverse and marketplace. And then he's like, we can build the market if asked. So he's interacting with them and be like, hey, look, if this is something that you guys want to do, then we can build the market for you. It's good because the X2Y2 is really kind of evolving with the community, evolving with the crypto market, and it's doing that better than LuxRare is doing right now because it's really engaging and making X2Y2 a thing where the community is involved with it and there's interaction with each other, which is obviously good because it means that there will be more. Well, first of all, it builds a little bit of trust. But also it makes X2Y2 a little bit more of a name that people will be talking about because of that. So I think that that's good. Again, I would like to see a name change though. New marketplace integrated into social media bots for sales. Thank you for X2Y2 for the help getting this set up. So this bot was set up so you get a notification on Twitter when there's a certain sale done. There's things like that for OpenSea already, of course, as well. Teaser of the upcoming X2Y2 official NFT drop. So here's a bit of a teaser. This is the NFT drop. Not sure what I need to think of this yet. I don't know what this will mean. I don't know what the deal is here, but I guess some people would like it, some people don't. It's a sketch, I guess, so it's still early days. But yeah, that's going to be one of the NFTs. Nothing much that I can take away from that bit. Chosen the hard way, and we need your help from you all. X2Y2 versus LuxRare. In today's Delphi daily, we compared the recent daily volume of X2Y2 and LuxRare, broke down the new features coming to AV3, and looked at active votes for some of the biggest DAOs. 4 more. Let's see. X2Y2 volume lags as it struggles to gain traction. X2Y2 volume and LuxRare volume. So you see that there's just a lot more volume going on LuxRare. LuxRare is a lot more, people use it a lot more than they are with X2Y2, which makes sense. They're coming in trying to take over OpenSea, but they first have to take on LuxRare, and it's just another NFT marketplace. Why would people go to X2Y2 if they can go to LuxRare as well? And LuxRare is giving out good rewards, right? So LuxRare has a lower fee than OpenSea, just like X2Y2 does as well, so that break even on that bit, and you get rewards when you trade on LuxRare. You get a pretty decent amount of rewards for trading, so it makes sense for people to trade that. Plus all the stakers, all the investors, they will use LuxRare because they get more WEF for it, so they will get more rewards by trading on LuxRare. And considering there's quite a lot of people investing in it, all those people investing in it will choose LuxRare. So you're gonna need to see a shift from people here that are now investing in Luxray that go invest in X2Y2 so that they will also trade in X2Y2, which is a pretty decent large group, right? X2Y2 is the largest NFT marketplace hoping to siphon away liquidity from the leading NFT marketplace OpenSea. Similar to Luxray, it initially gained traction through its airdrop to OpenSea users. If you've traded any amount on OpenSea, you qualify for the airdrop. Whereas Luxray gained traction for its rewards via wash trading, X2Y2 has gone another route by promoting rewards for listings. X2Y2's methodology makes it hard to game as there's risk by owning the NFT. Plus, they calculate rewards based on the last sale and other factors. Which is true, because I listed NFTs, but I didn't list the ones that I don't want to sell. I didn't list them very close to the floor price because I actually don't want to get rid of it. Luxray's volume derives from wash trading, zero royalty volume versus percentage of volume from zero royalty Luxray and OpenSea. So let's see. Luxray's zero royalty volume is higher than OpenSea's. And then you have a trend here, percentage of Luxray volume from zero royalty, and then percentage of volume from zero, of course, because there's no zero royalty. All the royalties do go straight away to themselves. Cool. Is there anything else that we need to know? AVE has experienced a 6x increase in TVL since the beginning of 2021. This growth is mainly due to the cross-chain expansion efforts in Avalanche and Polygon. The team will soon deploy on Arbitrum while also setting their sights on Boba, Optimism, and Starwork. With imminent launch on AVE3, so this is not important for us. This is also not important for us. This is also not important for us. Then we have this. This is, of course, what we just saw. More listing rewards. This number is roughly the same. This is distributed to 28k rebels. And then today there was a little bit of a less amount, but then the first person, the main guy, did earn more tokens than that. Right now, do you really earn that much though? You get 1,000 tokens at a price of 63 cents. It's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot happening, right? If you get $600, well, then it doesn't do that much, right? It's cool, but you know, what is $600 in a day really going to do? If you're the biggest guy out there, sure. If you're just random, I list a couple of NFTs, I earn $600 a day. Awesome, that's a lot of money. But if you're the number one lister on a platform, well, then you would want to think that I would say, you know, the number one would be earning, I don't know, 3, 4, 5K a day for listing it because he has so many NFTs listed, right? It makes it more sense because showing this kind of makes me feel that everybody else is just not going to get anything, really. Unless that number one spot didn't list a whole lot more than the rest, that's possible. But thrilled to welcome our space, TPX2Y2, building and founder of Exchanging and Fuse Learning it together. All right, cool. Will be a great chance for us to learn a lot from the artist community and OpenSea. 3 a.m. here, or grab a coffee and wait. So that's like an AMA that they've done. X2Y2 shares a vision to build a truly decentralized NFT market and give back to the community. X2Y2 is providing airdrop to all OpenSea users, NFT and X2Y2 token stakers. Platform trading fees are 2%. There's no expiration date for the airdrop. I do think that there's still some people that haven't actually claimed their airdrop yet. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of things here on Twitter. So a couple of announcements that were useful. Some of them a little bit more than the other, but not that much. Then we want to see the rewards, right? So we talked about it yesterday. This was a question mark. I actually didn't look at it, but it did go up. So WEF is now sitting at 4.3. This is what I've earned in WEF, which is nothing, right? I didn't earn anything in WEF. This is probably need to get paid gas fee if I want to harvest. Yes, I will have to pay gas fee to harvest. So this will never be a harvest. Why not? Because the number is way too low to ever be compensated by gas fee. Right, so I don't know, I might have to list this for years and years and years to come before it's actually going to be worthy. So this one is something to not really look for, and that's not an extra benefit. APR is slowing down a little bit with the decline. So it's going down a little bit less fast, which probably means that there's less people jumping in it so that we can benefit from the APR a little bit more. But it is still going down too fast to have a level of, you know, compounding here. So we're roughly earning the same amount. Some days we even earn less than we did the day before because this number is decreasing too fast, where you would want to see that you're earning more tokens daily. You would start with 100 a day, 120 a day, 150, 200, 300, 400, 500 a day, like an upward trend that way. because that would make up for a decrease in price token. Considering that's not the case, we aren't making up for the decrease in price token, so we will have to wait for a reversal here and a jump back up towards the dollar or more, right? If right now this goes back to a dollar, then we would be in profit, but considering the market is struggling so much and X2Y2 is definitely not, a reliable source when the market isn't doing too well, we can only assume that this downward trend will continue and we probably won't be able to break even unless, again, this turns around. Then we'll look at 8357 tokens. We'll put that in our Excel sheet in a second, and then the NFT listing rewards that we will be claiming tomorrow most likely. So for today we have earned $32.49 tokens. Yesterday we earned the same amount of tokens. This one still no, because there's no tradable volume. This one higher, even I sold this one. Don't tell them. Where's the other one? That's weird. So when do they use this? I've sold this one. Is the other one still in here? Yes. Yesterday this one was still in there. Today that one isn't, but I've sold it. I also sold this one because I wanted to get rid of all the toxic things. I think I said it before. I want to get rid of all the toxic NFTs. So this one needs to still go. This one needs to go. But the other ones are gone. This one is gone already. But it did earn me 6 tokens. So I have earned $3 here. Why not? Easy. This one is back at 7. This one is up a little bit. So maybe that's because it's closer to the floor price, which I can't imagine because floor price is down of everything. This one is roughly the same. This one is maybe the same as well. So nothing too crazy, nothing too special. This one is earning us again 4 tokens where it was 0 at one point again. But we will be taking in, let's assume that it's going to be roughly the same tomorrow. So we're going to be able to claim 7 days, which is from here. So this is $30, or let's go for the tokens because the price might change. 46. 71. What is this? 120, 121, 170, 220, 220 tokens, roughly 220 tokens that we will be earning, plus tomorrow. So let's say tomorrow another 50, so 270 tokens that we will be we can claim. 270 at a price like this. Well, we don't really know whether the price will drop more or not. Let's say somewhere in between of the $150 and $200 is that we're going to be able to claim tomorrow from all of the things that, oh, hold up. I didn't have to do the calculation. Well, at least you know that my maths are on point here. 220, it's already calculated for us. And then plus the 50 of tomorrow, which is going to be 270. Let's say I just click on claim. Then we can choose to claim and stake, or we can just claim. Is there a gas fee? Yes, $60. So we still need to pay. Estimated gas fee, of course, might be lower, but still you're going to have to pay $30 to $60 in gas fee out of a $150 to $200 claim if the price drops more than less. Still something, $100, $150 over a week. Still, easy. It's a little bit more than nothing. So that's an extra benefit, I guess. But you would be able to do that as well without putting money in. You don't have to stake money. So that's actually free money, literally, because you just list your NFTs above floor price. You don't want to sell them, and then you do get a little bit of a reward for it for free by just listing it. And the only time you'd be unlucky is if somebody just swoops away your NFT that you didn't really expect losing or selling. But again, if it's sold for a price way above floor price, then might not be a big deal. Tokens then, 8,359. That is here. What did we say? 8,359? 359, 8359. It is actually updating pretty quick now, so it's going up a little bit quick. If I refresh now, this is 4.5. Let's see how much we earn in like 20 seconds. Well, it doesn't update yet, but you do get a couple of tokens per minute, every single minute, so a couple of dollars per minute. We have earned ourselves, let's write it down like this. We have earned, oh no, we are going for this one first, is this minus this. We have earned ourselves 554 tokens. Of course, it's more than we're earning here daily because we've put extra money in, right? So far we have added another $2,400 into it, so it makes sense that we're earning more, but we're not earning that much extra, right? As a whole though, we have now earned ourselves a total of this amount of tokens. So as for the staking, it's pretty decent, right? Because we've earned 2,249 tokens at a price of 64 cents. So is this times 0.64 cents? $1,400 in tokens is what we've staked, what we earned from the staking, while the price is down this much, right? So the first time that we bought in was sitting around the 160 mark, and then we bought in again around the 80 cents, right? So a 50% decline, we bought in again. Imagine, just for the sake of it, for the feeling of it, if the price stayed stable at around the 160 mark, well, then we would have earned ourselves $3,600 in staking rewards, and that's mainly from the $5,700 investment, right? Yes, we put this in, but we only put it in yesterday. So we've earned ourselves this. So if you want to know the exact number, then we would just, what would we do is we would hold up. Well, of course, we would take this one, by the way. But then, we're a day ahead. I was going to say, if you want to know how much we would have earned up until now without the extra money that we put in, you can just take this one from yesterday. We would have earned an additional 250 or so, 250 to 300 tokens over yesterday to today. So that means that we would have roughly earned 1,900 to 2,000 tokens up until now with only this investment, if you're still following me. So 50 or 1,900 to 2,000 tokens with this investment is quite a lot, right? Which is what we would have earned up until now. If then the price would have stayed the same, then it would have been, let's say, 1,900 times, not that this is that important, but just for the visual aspect of it, understand. We would have, if this price stayed the same so far, from the 18th up until now, which is 6 days, we would have earned $3,000 in staking rewards with the price staying the same, with a $5,700 investment. That is actually pretty decent, right? That's quite a lot, because usually you're investing in something like this hoping that the price does go up. That's mainly the goal. You want to see the price increase, but even without the price increase, we would have earned $3,000 in tokens. So that's decent, right? So far though, that's not the case. I was just saying for visual aspect, price is actually down. Price is sitting at 64 cents. We did drop a full dollar from our starting point here. So of course we are at a loss right now. The exact number that we're at is this times 64 cents, which is what the current rate is. So we're sitting at $5,350 is what we're sitting at right now, with a total investment of this plus this. Don't forget though, is this plus this as well. Is that true, by the way? Well, that's a question now that I've never actually asked myself. The number you pay on a transaction, which was this yesterday. No, hold up. Yeah, this comes on top, because this was paid with I was gonna say maybe this is already calculated in the price here, but it's not, because this was in USDT and then this was the gas we paid in Ethereum. So this goes on top of it, which kind of makes sense. I don't know why I was asking myself the question, but yes, you pay this bit of gas fee on top of this. So we have put in a total of $8,387 so far. So we're down $3,000, which is quite a lot, right? We're down more than 30% of our overall investment, which is quite a significant amount in only 6 days. So we've lost 35% in 6 days time from now. What does that mean? Well, either the price goes back up for 20%. I don't think that it's going down another day unless Russia and Ukraine are gonna do something really crazy for today. But I think that there will be moments along the line for the next couple of days and weeks where everything drops 20% and then there's a bit of recovery, 5 to 10% up, and then eventually it might decline again, and there's a 5% jump back up consistently after the days that we see a massive drop. So you want to try swing trading a little bit. Well, after a day like this, I do think that things will turn around and go 5 to 7% up, but depending on the news, which we can't predict. So if things do go south, then the price goes south as well. But that means that we need a 30%, 35% increase in token price. So we're going to need to see 80 to 90 cents again, and that means that we've made up for our losses. or we need to consistently add more tokens here and consistently continue earning more tokens. Over time, we're gonna need to be going towards the 4,000 tokens that we've earned ourselves. It will eventually become easier to gain profit again. Why? It's because eventually we will have like 12 to 15,000 tokens. If then the price goes back towards the, so if it does decline, but eventually it goes back towards 60 cents, it recovers to 60 cents, well then at that time, at that case, we will be back in profit, but considering we have quite a decent amount of tokens. That's all that we have for today for this update. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with news. To be honest, this update, X2Y2 update, we can kind of mix and combine to see what the market is doing with a bit of a market update, because the price of X2Y2 will depend a lot on the things that are happening in the crypto market. That is all I have for you guys for today. Please just hit the like button so you like the video, for all the hard work that I'm doing for you guys. Subscribe button, bell notification so you get updated on our next videos would be much appreciated too. And I'll see you guys in the next video.